the first time I was ever hit by a man, and I was about 34 years old. He met me at the door, started yelling at me, and said, "Where the hell were you?" Open-handedly smacked me across the face and said, "You are my wife. You need to behave." I went through being physically, emotionally, psychologically, financially abused. I didn't know what to do. I just gave up. And the abuse continued. It wasn't until I had children that I really started thinking about ways to get away from him. I hated him every day. I wanted away from him. What am I going to do? But I felt like I was trapped. I have a child now. How am I going to survive? Where am I going to go? What am I going to do? I got pregnant quickly again with my second child. Twice during that pregnancy, he beat me with his fists, and he also kicked me in the stomach. He hit my daughter for the first time when she was 16 months. He could have hit her before that. I didn't know, and she didn't tell me. Children are children. They cry when they're cold, they cry when they're hungry, they cry when they're tired. He could never get that. He could never understand it, and he would scream at me to shut them up. They would ask me, why is Daddy mad? But they were at that point where they were like, well, they still love their daddy. But why is he being mean and angry? I feel like he drove me to the edge. It has now become a matter of my sanity and my children's sanity and safety. I, at this point, was desperate. 3 squad cars showed up. And he let them in and said, "She attacked me." And all the police could see was a broken woman and 2 children holding on to their mother, and him, about 240 pounds, about 6'2" tall. And I think they pretty much assessed the situation. I went to court the next day, and I did it. It was the scariest thing I've ever done in my life. I got him out. The day after I got him out, I called here. Part of the process for me of the healing of everything was coming to therapy, because it gives you a chance to release things that have been bottled up. Psychologically, I had been so damaged by this man. You know, I didn't know if I was going to make it. But I did. Just over a year, I was on the right track, on the right road. I was working full time. I was able to support my children, and I got the children into therapy. The best thing was just not having to walk on eggshells anymore. It took the children a while to adjust, but we all did adjust. In the end, we had all adjusted. Wow, I can't tell you, it was the greatest feeling. I think for a lot of women it boils down to here, your psychological health. Mm-hmm. And of course, always the safety of your children. Having this available to me, being able to talk to someone, was one of the best parts. I would encourage any woman to take any help that they can get, especially your mental health, because if you don't have that, you can't really take care of yourself or your children.